mic's on. Says it's working. Can you hear the game? Hello, 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 hello. Better. Okay, the issue I have with this microphone, it's a brilliant microphone, I love it. I mean, it was cheap and whatever, and it'll do for my purposes, but it's got like a volume control thing on the bottom for how loud I am. There's no markers on it at all, and it's quite loose. So if I knock the microphone, sometimes it knocks the volume control. I don't know whether it's changed or not and where it should be. So, yeah. So I'm annoyed that it's lagging so much. Hang on. I'll be back. See, for me, I would rather have that than... Oh, that's better. That's not slaggy anymore. I would rather have that than what mine is. Because this little knob on the bottom that, you know, if a cat jumps on the arm of my chair, can easily adjust without me knowing. And there's... What I should do is get some, like, Tipex or something. Or a Sharpie, although it's black. And, like, put, like, 2 marks on it to line up where is good. But I need to find something that'll show up on the black. Or just cover it in sellotape, I suppose. They do. I feel like... I mean, that's a purchase just for one tiny little mark, isn't it? What else are we doing? Oh yeah, there's the treasure hunt. Oh yeah, I need to buy all my stuff back. And then those are all the ones that we did. Okay. So. Again. Feels a bit excessive for making one little mark. I'm sure I've got something somewhere around the house that can do it. Right, what's... Okay. What was that marking? I don't know. Right. I don't know where we need to go or what we need to do. However, I do know... what are all these? Oh, it's just all evidence collected. Oh, are there any of those that all evidence isn't collected? Oh, okay, let's go. Oh. Not all evidence collected at the boat workshop. Okay, well, let's go back down here. Let's see if we can buy some furniture. And get something from the boat workshop. Don't know if I've got any money. Is this the right way? Yes. So, what's concerning me slightly is that we got that side quest just from overhearing some people. So, I don't know how much stuff I've missed by not
masterpieces by local artists
overhearing
at an
people.
affordable price.
Is it that? No, is it this one? Is it you?
My goods will brighten up your house.
Oh, it is you. Okay. How much? Oh, I've got enough for both of them.
Enjoy your purchase.
Cool beans.
Masterpieces by local artists at an affordable price.
Right. Now to the docks. The boathouse. I'm scared of the boathouse. I think there's going to be a fight there. I remember that I thought there would be a fight there. Because it looked like it was set up for there being a fight. But apparently, I haven't collected all the evidence yet. Right, there was a button I could press. No, not that one. Not that one. That one. To see any interactable stuff. Oh, I'd forgotten what you were wearing.
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
I don't know if I prefer you in that or in the ice cream outfit, to be honest.
Bloodied bandages.
Yeah, I think we looked at everything in here. Oh, yeah, 4 out of 4. Yell if you see anything, please. I know I say no backseating, but if you spot anything that I haven't spotted, please don't sit in silence. There's something outside. I thought I saw something there, but I think it was just that shiny thing. Harpoon. What's it? I don't know what I've missed. No, that's not the door I came into. Oh, maybe I need to... Hang on, maybe I need to pin something. No, that's the wrong button. Maybe I need to pin something. I forget I can do that. Right. Maybe I need to pin that? Because it's got a pin next to it. That might help me see something. Sometimes shows up things. Or not. Hum, I say, hum. I feel like I was doing a lot of this last time as well. Just wandering around, saying hum a lot. I talked to you guys about this.
Can I ask you a question?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Oh, well, I do apologise. thinking I see things out the corner of my eye, but I don't think I do. I think it's just the light catching things. Well, I don't know what I'm missing. Can't go in here.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I can't help you with that, sir.
But oh yes, I needed an outfit, didn't I? Maybe I should do that. Did I buy an outfit that might be good? That's the wrong button. Get out of it. No, not really. I need some clothes. I'll go back here. And there's some clothes. Clothes.
Simply the best garment, the finest clothes for the finest citizens.
I don't want fine clothes. I want working class British clothes. Ooh. I mean, I can't afford... That's fancy. I mean, maybe that? Is that like a working class thing? Or where's the one with the apron? That? Hey, Deathclaw! I'm trying to work out what clothes are like English. I mean that is, but that's not working class, is it? Put some glasses on, couldn't I? Maybe some mutton chops. Just for funsies. How are you, Deathclaw? You alright?
A perfect choice.
Yes, now I look amazing. Right, do you think wearing this I can go to wherever the dig was? Was the dig... The dig was here. Let's see. Oh, it's on my map. On my compass even.
I remember the monument, Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood of the place. Do you recall it, John?
I do. I wonder if...
Oh
What is
yeah, I
that?
had to go and talk to the guy, didn't I? In the market. I remember. A new case. Wrong button, come on. Alright, we'll go and have a look at that in a bit. I guess. Right, I need to get into the market. Remember how to do it. Oh, here. And then there was a dude, I think it was you. Hi!
Stop blocking the view.
No, you still hate me. Why do you hate me? You're sympathetic now.
Stop blocking the view.
Okay, I guess I need to pin something in particular. Wait, what case was it? Was it this case? No. Something about this one. Yeah. Pin that. Right?
Stop blocking the view.
I want a job.
Stop blocking the view. Stop blocking the view.
What are we looking at? I don't know what to do. It's very early in the stream, but I'm going to have a quick Google. It's gonna lag, it's gonna go wrong. Oh! Right. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. I know where the last piece of evidence for that place is now. Back we go. I will say, I'm enjoying this game, but it could really do with some sort of a hint system, I think. So if you get stuck like I am, to just, you know, prod you in the right direction, because it's not always obvious where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do once you get there. So, I should pin this one. I mean, it does say to pin it, to be fair. But then I need to go into the storeroom again. I don't know how I'd know I need to go into the storeroom again. And then there should be a something somewhere. Haha!
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think.
Why have you turned into a robot, Sherlock? What's going on? What's my computer doing? Why are you a robot? I feel like my computer's thinking really hard about something, but I don't know what. calm down now. Let's try it again.
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think.
Is that all there was? Oops. I think that's all there was. Wait, is this now? No, it's still not. Still not all clues found. Let me look it up on my phone instead of my PC, because my poor PC can't cope. I definitely need a new PC. So, you know, if anyone feels like being generous, go ahead. Apparently there's still something with that thing. That tin. They didn't see all the things, apparently. Oh yeah, there's a little circle on the lid as well.
A typical tea tin. I wonder what he has for biscuits.
Oh wait. Oh, that's what I needed to do. That's what I needed to do. I needed to wonder what the dude has for biscuits.
Oi,
Here we
hands
go.
off my possessions before you lose your fingers. Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it friendly. I'm Imogen's friend.
I'm Sherlock Holmes, a friend of our mutual acquaintance, Miss Imogen.
Look, you artichoke. Imogen has no friends. Except for me.
Look,
If you must try to insult
artichoke,
people,
I may
it's
be.
better to know the meanings of the words that you're using.
You fancy you could teach a sailor to swear? Go ahead. Show me how inventive you are.
Stand still for a moment.
I've got so many wires that were in a tangle. Ugh. Right, observe. You're feisty. I mean, Smooth Adam's apple doesn't necessarily mean female. Like, there's nothing about just someone's appearance that could tell you that. I mean, what we're learning, basically, is that this is a trans man. I don't know if I need some, like... I wonder what he thinks of me just, like, crouching. But yeah, I don't know if we need some, like, trigger warnings that this might get a bit transphobic, because olden days and all that. I mean, definitely yachts. I want to say yachtsman. I'm going trans man rather than woman who dresses up as a man, personally. But, yeah. So I'm not even going to read through that because I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. Yeah, she is a fearless yachtswoman and will not give it up even when it costs her, and yet that is a man's prerogative. I see no reason to disclose to anyone otherwise. Yeah, like, he's a man. Dresses like a man, acts like a man, pretends he's a man, not pretends he's a man, says he's a man, calls himself a man. He's a man.
I'm impressed by how well a woman can handle a yacht and endure so many hardships on the open sea. The revelation of your nature could well humiliate so many rich men here, not to mention how you have broken the rules. But I understand. You've done this to forge a real career in the sport.
Hello.
But tell me something. Has no one asked you why you don't grow a beard?
Shh! Have you been following me? You better not be wanting to end my career, because I swear you'll regret it if I get outed.
Damn you, Paul. I'm sick of... Who's this peacock? Does he know who I am?
I definitely know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you... pals interact with each other in your natural habitat.
I mean, I'm just gonna skip this fight because
But I'm afraid I have to interfere.
I've got no chance with a cat doing what he's doing.
And there's no reward for risking our lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice.
I was gonna say, how did John risk his life? But I guess if Sherlock dies, then John dies. Right, so. Does it tell me now what I need to pin? No, it doesn't. I need to go and talk to Paul. Is he in his workshop? Yes, he is. Hello.
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes.
Theodore Gilton is dead.
I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
No.
Don't call me that. I'm a
Mr.
champion.
Perks.
I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
You've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me. And then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
You should be more cautious.
This business of yours, you should be more careful. Ruining your life at such
What?
a young age is ridiculous.
I am careful. Except for you, no one has noticed where I store the smuggled goods. If the police arrive, there's no link to me.
What?
It's common storage, not exclusively mine.
What? What?
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last mangear from a poor family.
Okay.
I don't know what you're suggesting.
I don't either. I was just trying it out. Ah. Euclid, what doing?
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words or something more serious?
Can you stop?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
Could well be, could well be.
Look what I found. A box full of darts.
Hey, that's mine.
I confiscated it. These darts appear to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human. Yet. I hope you know what you're doing.
Could it immobilize a larger animal, say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered.
What else?
Imogen doesn't strike me as an industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favourable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go travelling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly afterwards.
An improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice. Especially now that her father is out of the equation.
What else?
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening. I'm clueless.
Okey-dokey.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's back, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your humor. It's a bosun's knife, but it's not mine. I wouldn't be so careless as to mislay my tools. I don't know what you're suggesting.
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other
Perhaps.
words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination.
Oh, I forgot to give Chewie a shout out. Oh no. I didn't add them to my auto shout out list. I'm such a bad streamer. Too late, I did it. Join Chewy Coffee for beautiful blend of gaming.
I don't know what this means.
Look, I'm just asking
I'm
you about
clueless.
everything just in case.
Between yachts, darts, and notes from bandits, I've discovered many fascinating facts about you. But this, an installment of Nabe and Laura's adventures. Why did you sully your library with this?
It's a gift from Imogen. I didn't buy it. I might have turned a couple of pages, but nothing more. I swear.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, but your literary taste has put you on
Sherlock
my
Holmes is a
blacklist.
bit of a dick, isn't he?
Just be quick.
Ah, we're done. Okay. Right, so now. Now can we go here? I don't know what else I can do other than go there. I mean, the whole game is called Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, dude. Also, hello. My internet's struggling. I've come to the wrong place. So the Sasaki has been pretty good. How's Blue Falcon been? You didn't get a shout out either. I don't know if it's Frosty slacking. There we go. He's sometimes a little bit slow. Let me check if people are in my auto shoutouts, because could probably do this during a break, but you know, that would make me a half decent streamer, and we all know that that's not the case. Where do they go? Here? 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 What? And for you. I'll do. What? Save. Okay. Oh yeah, I know no one has a clue what they're doing. Everyone's just bumbling through, hoping no one notices that they're making it up as they go along. I mean, it's just like anything in life, isn't it? Like, when you're a kid.
Stop blocking the view.
No, that still doesn't work. When you're a kid, you think that grown-ups have got it all sorted. And then you grow up and you realise, actually, grown-ups haven't got a clue what they're doing. Yeah. They're just all making it up as they go along. Theodore Gilden was highly motivated to destroy Paul's career and well-being. Oh, there we go. See, now you're on the list. You get a proper shout-out. Now if Chewy Coffee says something again, they'll get a shout-out to you. Was it... Did Frosty say the same thing both times, I wonder? Looks like. Yeah. Should. There's a bit of a timeout on shout-out. There we go. Now you're in the auto shout-out list, it works. So that's good. Anything else? Paul's injury may have been sustained by falling on Theodore Gilden's shed. Yeah. Okay, but how?
Stop
you
blocking
give me a
the
job. I want a job. Can I have a job, please? Googling it again. Because this is annoying me. I might as well just follow walkthrough at this point. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe I just can't do it yet. Yeah. He'll talk to me when I can do it, so maybe I've just got to go. Okay, it wasn't a bot issue, Deathclaw. It was more a streamer issue of not adding people to the auto shoutouts. Do you stream, by the way, Deathclaw? Do you want a shout out? You can you're not on my shout out list, but I can add you. I don't know if you stream. This is a... you don't stream. Then I don't feel bad about not shouting you out. Wait, okay, now I'm wondering though, as an experiment. What's Frosty got to say about someone who doesn't stream? I'm intrigued. Well, there you go. You're a ninja. Right, let's go back to What's-Her-Face. And tell her what we found out so far. Anyway, Vulcan. Yeah, it's kind of a puzzle game. It's like a detective game. You have to find evidence and then link all the evidence together and say that... Well, I suppose Frosty doesn't know that Deathclaw doesn't stream. Frosty just knows that there's nothing on Deathclaw's page, because everyone's still got the same page, right? Just there's no recent videos on there and no information about them or anything like that. So as far as Frosty's concerned, they're a streamer. They've just got nothing that Frosty can find out about them. Hello.
It's chilling to think the monster is free. It's chilling to think the monster is free.
Can I not give you evidence?
It's chilling to think the monster is free.
I don't know how to talk to you.
It's chilling to think the monster is free.
Who's a cute bird?
It's in a very tiny cage. Well, colour me stumped. Maybe I need to have that pinned when I go to try and get a job. I don't know. Let's go there. Arno Street and Scarlet Street. Scarlet Street, Arno Street, so it's here. Let's go there. Something else to do while we puzzle this thing out. But yeah, you're not wrong. It is. It's chilling to think the monster is free. Chilling ourselves, yeah. Okay. What do I do with it?
Karim of the Silver Hand, the pirate with a golden heart. I told you I remembered him.
Hey Sherlock, I'm up here. Guess what I've found? A riddle, and it's about a treasure. Listen to this.
What? John, you've surpassed yourself.
A hand with treasure, a quest so sweet. Stand where Eurus Road and Crooked Street meet. A few steps towards the mosque, left at the first stairs, and we'll find a courtyard, a wishing well shares. Okay, well we're
Come
doing
on, Sherry.
that.
This is just like the old days. Sherlock and John on a pirate's treasure adventure.
Hell yeah. That sounds more fun than actually solving crimes. So, Eurus Road and Crooked Street. I don't know where in the map they are. Yell if you see them. They'd be in the old city? Ah, Eurus Road and Crooked Street. So, there. Let's go. Wait. Let's remove that. Otherwise I'll get confuzzed. You're not waiting.
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't annoy me with your stories.
Too late! I already annoyed you with the stories. That's not wishing that. Out of my way, I'm on a treasure hunt. Hunting for treasures. Oh, not up here. There yet? No, not yet.
Sit up.
Here. Okay, before we do the next step, Twitch wants to play some ads, so I'm going to have a quick break. I will see you in about 3 minutes. Frosty will keep you company while I'm gone. No, where are you? Yeah, the wagon was destroyed because the horses just walked straight into the water when I wasn't pointing that way at all. I promise. Do you need me to... Should I leave you three alone? I'm not sure. Aha. No, where are you? Yeah, the wagon was destroyed because the horses just walked straight into the water when I wasn't pointing that way at all. I promise. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm in a horror game? Oh, that's why. That'll do.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Hooray! I'm useful!
That's so perfect. But every time I do that, no, yeah, it leads to a dead end. Oh, that's not a dead end. That's a person.
First to come this way.
Oh, do it! Hello. Turns out I lied. Frosty didn't keep you company. Frosty just said stay tuned and then said nothing. So that was rude of him. Also, someone around here is heavy breathing and has been for the whole time the ads were going on, so that's not been annoying at all. Right. So. Right. A few steps towards the mosque, left at the first stairs. So. The mosque is this way. And then left at the first stairs. And then... Haha! You alright in there, John? You comfy? Stash. Oh! You're almost there, let's not postpone. You're seeking an ark that's made of stone. Head east from the old ruins, my friend. It guards the ancients until the end.
So the treasure is real, but tell me, John, how did you even guess there would be something on top of the monument?
Didn't I ever tell you about my psychic abilities? I should have. I even know where we ought to go next.
Where? You're not going to tell me?
What else do you need on a hot day like this?
Fair dues. So you go away. The old ruins. Is that these? But I can't go east from there. East from the old ruins. Don't know where that is. But while the break was going on, I did have another Google of how to get the dude to talk to me. Turns out I was too disguisey with my disguise, so we're going to go back. Actually, while I'm here, let's undisguise a bit. Apparently, I was too disguisey. Just that. But I did choose the right clothes though, so there's that. Right, we need to be really British. Luckily, I have some experience in that area.
Sir, kind sir, can I steal your
now.
attention?
I'm not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh.
I
Is
just
that
like
so?
digging.
Well, I have to ask you an important question.
It's like my
first.
favourite thing.
Would you be
Just like
fine
digging
working
holes.
for Brits?
I'm all for them. Love Brits.
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
I'll sing the anthem.
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
Yeah. Let's go. This way, I think. I really shouldn't play open world games, should I? Because it's just an endless series of me getting lost. Oh, we're here again. What's this place? Hello, I got the ticket.
Stop loitering and get inside.
Okay, it's not hydrating per se, it's beer, but thanks. Right, now what? I can't even remember why I wanted to be here. I mean, technically it is hydration. I mean, it's not as good hydration as other things, but, you know.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Okay, where is he? Old fellow, glasses and plans. Is that you? Are you old?
Where's the fire in
Yes,
your
you're
eyes?
old.
Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Coffee, booze and water, that's a balanced diet, that is. To be fair, that's pretty much all I drink as well. Mr. Gill.
When was the last time you saw...
Young man, you're disappointing me. I'd like to see a bright career for you as the best digger on the island. Don't ruin it. We'll talk when you find
I drink
something
squash
useful.
sometimes. I drink squash at work, in the office. Okay, then that's good.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Nope. Oh. Oh. I don't think I'm supposed to know that.
Archaeological treasure. You're hoping to find something priceless, something that will change our history.
Bravo, young man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's true. We're looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb.
Not
I'll
Vitus
help you.
Lemonius.
That is my goal as a worker.
Good. Listen to me carefully, then. I hate repeating myself. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here.
We found
Don't
him. We found
touch
him.
anything. Always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one, and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
Oh. Doing some observings. Broke his glasses. He's got a thick notebook. Oh. Oh. Not married. Could propose to him. He might want to marry us. me, sir. Just looking you up and down. Oh, you've got a hurted elbow as well. Whoa. I mean, I think you're a knowledge seeker rather than a money grubber. I think. He uses all of his resources to locate this ancient site, driven by an obsession to expand the knowledge of humankind. He does not care about his appearance, nor occasional wounds incurred during research, such as the injured elbow and his left arm. His life is documented in meticulous detail in a diary he treasures. Arthur Swift sacrificed almost everything he has in a thankless attempt to uncover more about the past. Yes, because he wasn't interested in the contract in keeping any of the things he found. He just wanted to be able to write about them. So he's definitely a knowledge seeker and not a money grabber, I think. Don't know if I'm right or not. Don't know how we know.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work.
Oh.
Show me what you can find.
Is this turning into a digging game? Arthur might have got the injury here. Oh, and now we're supposed to... Now we can potentially decide. Arthur might have been, or Paul might have been. I don't know. I think it's more likely to be Paul. Because of the bosun's knife. But I don't know. I don't know. Yet. Maybe we'll find out more stuff. Okay. So, we need to go do some investigating, I guess. I'm in a hole. Don't think there's anything in this hole. No. No. I investigated it though. Hello?
Can I ask you a question?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
I love that we've just dropped the accent now. Just not even pretending anymore.
Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue.
Which statue was damaged? So bad at these. Told you.
Swift lost his temper when he
Yeah. Works at the dig site found a statue with a lion helmet head. It originally lay on the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke, and the pedestal remains tilted. Okay, I don't know how that helps us, but we'll see. on yourself there, my dude? Oh, this is the last book.
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Swift?
Hey, a word about the trilogy.
Yeah.
Right then, you literary expert. What was so important about these books? Or did you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langur, for example, then we extract some blood from it.
What? Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127, the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John.
Yay! Got a trophy. Tell you what though, it says something about you as a person, I think, when your imaginary friend exasperates you. Nothing on the beach to see. No. Hey, that's alright.
Somehow the text remains legible. Let's see if I remember my Latin.
Vetus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to desert to sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind. Investigating.
A goddess? A mother? Someone's wife?
Paper. Snow. Ghost!
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honoured the seasons.
You're the autumn winds, are you?
There were 4 statues here originally.
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
Maybe I could be one. Well, here's the tilted pedestal. Anything else around here? Oh no, you're the one with the lion helmet head, right? Maybe? Yeah. Oh hello, I didn't see you there. Oh hello. Well. I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
I haven't done any digging yet. Ooh. Ooh. I haven't dug a single hole. Not one. I'll talk to you again. Ooh, I can look here.
Don't touch anything here. Take a shovel and dig.
You told me not to touch anything. And now you're telling me to take a shovel. I is confused.
A plan for this whole operation.
Near the city of Corinth, British archaeologist Sir George Griffiths has discovered the well-preserved tomb of the Roman legate Titus Lemonius, owner of the legendary twin sword of Romulus, gifted by Augustus himself, first emperor of the Roman Empire. In an exclusive interview, Sir George has described this find as a priceless addition to the history of humankind. The entrance was found by the removal of several blocks of soil around prominent statues revealing the tomb. According to Sir George, the statues represent the life of Titus. A female statue, presumably a mother, holding a basket of fruits, looks to the west. Another female, perhaps Autumn, with a sickle in her hand, looks to the east. Sir George presumes that these statues are hidden allegories of Zephyrus, a minor god of the west wind, and the other Eurus, god of the east wind. All this being played in a circle with the statues of the two brothers, Titus and Vitus. The achievements of the archaeologists being acknowledged by the crown.
This might prove useful. I'll note it down. This reminds me of my father's room.
Don't know what that gave us, really. John's wrote it. John's wrote it, Dune. Whoa. Hello.
Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these.
Titus and Vitus Lemonius were legendary legates of the early Roman Empire, starting their military career to suppress the riots of Bellovaci and Allobroge. They were the key commanders during the siege of Mutina and the Battle of Actium. With the new Emperor Augustus, the brothers received twin swords, presumably the ones previously belonging to Romulus and Remus. Well, obviously, I mean, who else's swords would they be? The brothers served as legates to conquer the Dalmatian and African provinces. Excuse me. And were famous for their worship of minor gods. Titus honoured Eurus, while his brother prayed to Zephyrus. Not much is known about the brothers except for the description by Pliny the Elder. Titus wore skin of a lion, with its head on the helmet, a tradition he picks up while being a signifier? Vitus held a shield large enough to cover the sky. Though the exact locations of the tombs remain unknown, historians know that Titus died in the spring of 10 AD, while Vitus in the autumn of 12 AD.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realise the significance of the statues. Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more.
I'll talk to you now.
Take a shovel and dig.
Is that everything? Anything else here? Where's the people?
Can I ask you a question?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island.
Yeah,
we should help each other.
that, aren't
But
they?
I don't know what you are talking about.
Generic NPC number 3. And I can't get over this really low wall because it would be absurd to just climb over walls willy-nilly. What else? Wait, why am I all vibrating? Why am I vibrating? Why am I vibrating? I could do some reconstruction up here now I've read the thing. Oh, thank you, vibrations. Right, so. Hi, the F-Gems! There was no vampire, turns out. Oh no, that was the right one. Oh no, hang on, she needs to face... I don't know which way it said she faces. She's looking east. Okay. So that way, yes. And then you are... I don't know which way you're looking. Do I? Yeah, it was a journalist faking vampire stuff for a story. Okay, I don't know. Would you be looking towards? I don't know which way you're looking. Oh, I see. You have to look towards one of the two statues. So you'll be looking towards Zephyrus. I can't even do that one. You'll be looking towards her because you like her. And then... oh, it's here. She's facing west. Yes, I think.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
Don't know. Is it telling us anything? I should see if the location of the tomb becomes clear. So, it said... that it was being watched over by the autumn wind and his brother. So it should be like... I don't know, like over here somewhere maybe? Is it? I don't know. I'm assuming down on the beach somewhere, otherwise why can I come down here? Must be in here, right? You would think. Guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind. Maybe I need to go back to the map of the place. Or back up here. So his brother's looking this way. And the autumn wind is looking this way. I mean, they don't intersect at all. Other than, like, backwards. That doesn't help me, does it? Or maybe Zephyr is the autumn wind. Hi. Oh, there's a shop. In which case the tomb would be like over here.
Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind.
So, his brother is standing here and is looking that way. The autumn wind is standing here and is looking that way. Can't climb. If anyone's got any ideas, feel free.
Working and living by the sea. What a dream.
I don't think I need to go into this mode unless it tells me to, but what's to do? I've even got the thing pinned and everything. It must be so annoying to be anywhere near Sherlock Holmes, because you've been working like your entire life to do a thing. And then Sherlock's just like, oh, by the way, it's there. Look. Solved it. Hello.
Could you help me?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
I mean, me more than you, to be fair. I mean, it says see if the answer becomes obvious. It did not. So I don't know where we go from there. I should see if the location of the tomb becomes clear. So maybe I need to go back up there and be like focus mode. Okay, so. Oh, but where is he actually looking? He's kind of looking that way. she's looking that way. Wait, which one was it that had the lion? What's it? Titus had the skin of a lion. Right, so you, where are you looking? You are looking that way. And you are looking that way. So it's got to be like somewhere like over there. Somewhere over here? Or over here? Oh! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! I say. Ha-ha! No, but I can't get over that tiny little bit of wall. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get back, to be honest. Haha! Oh. Haha, I say. I'm stuck behind a tree. Haha! Oh, how do I crouch? I can't remember. There's a button that does it. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I've run out of buttons. That's all my buttons. Not that one. Not that one. Sure, there was a way to crouch. No, not that one. Not that one. Maybe there isn't a way to crouch. There's a way to crouch when I'm in combat, but I'm not in combat. Oh man. But now the question is, was I ever supposed to be able to get in here? And how do I get back? Because these little tiny walls are just far too high for me to climb over. And there's no jump. John, help me out here. Oh. 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 Feel like I'm not supposed to be here. I mean, there's just nothing here. I think I'm well and truly stuck now. I mean, the rocks aren't even finished. Can't run through the unfinished rocks. The game thinks they're there, even though they're not. Well. Oh, and I can't fast travel. So that's good. I can die though. Right. Let's go back there. Oh look, I'm all soggy. Should dry off quickly though in this heat. Even though it seems to be early morning and or evening. Hello, I fell in some water and got
Stop
soggy.
loitering and get inside.
Thank you. Right, that will dry again. Okay. Let's not go rock climbing again. Hi.
Can I ask you a question?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Well, I'm glad you like me though. That's nice. Okay. So, where? Oh, would it be? I have to say, chat, you've not been particularly helpful so far. Yeah, the game is quite good. I would say it is an excellent game, except for when you're in a situation like this, where you've got no... like you've run out of ideas. There's nothing in-game that you can do to give you a nudge in the right direction. It could really do with some sort of a hint system. Because... So, right. He is looking that way. Let's double check who's the god of autumn. I think it's you. Yes. Eurus is autumn. So Eurus is autumn. She's looking east. Titus is... Yeah, there is. I mean, it might just be how I play it, Vulcan. Never discount that it could be just me wandering aimlessly, as opposed to the game making you wander aimlessly. Other people might be much better at this than I am. Oh, excuse me. So, Titus is looking south. He's looking like that way. She's looking east, so she's looking that way. They're not looking in the same direction, but maybe we need to be going like that way? I mean, it could also do with the jump button, quite frankly. So this is like in between the two? There's nothing here. Oh, there is a something here. I think I did it, guys.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
I apologise for the
found?
pixelation,
Don't
etc.
let
I think my
anyone touch
internet's
anything there.
struggling a little bit.
Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Not huge amounts I can do, I'm afraid. Okay, well, that was an anticlimax, wasn't it? Oh, but now I can go investigate the workbench. I see. The zoological bestseller Tusks and Trunks provides the most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life, both in the wild and captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. I mean, that's evidence against him, isn't it? Personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Oh ho ho! Day 1224. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more gyrification, so that he were smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your darn elephants. I have only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths, the mundanity. I must think, lest our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential. So it was him. He nobbled him. Nobbled! With an elephant. And you've got darts as... Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's a common thing to have.
Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Trying to take over my research, are you?
Little bit.
I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir.
Uh-huh.
What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation?
No.
I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Cool
Very well,
beans.
Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation.
Question time. Last contact with Mr. Gilden.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago. We discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
Evidence. Right. You've got a
What's
box
with
full of
this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
You have a weakness
Just
for
ask
nostalgia?
him all the things. I
Or
don't think there's any
rather,
downside to asking him.
do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's
all
diary is a
curled
sin
up next
in
to the
every
radiator.
culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
That is true.
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
Oh, I don't know. He talks a good talk, doesn't he? What do we think? Because I'm assuming we're getting close to having to accuse someone.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break. Moving on.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd know anything about that.
I'm a busy man.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more. I've nothing to add. Moving on. Moving on. I'm a busy man.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated. I'm a busy man.
Yeah, I'm just asking you about all the things now. Just
Moving on. Moving on.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
You're so judgmental about what people read.
You know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place. This caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful. Moving on.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Okay. That's all we're getting out of him then, in that case. Oops. I mean, maybe it was just an accident, but someone else was there. I need to lure him out by exploiting his lust. What am I gonna do? Dress up like a female elephant? Oh, nearly spilling my drink everywhere. Oh, it's ad time anyway. So, we will investigate how to exploit an elephant's lust after the break. I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, I remember this place. Yeah. Things went down here. Least said about that. This time I'll try defying gravity. Maybe I'll try defying gravity. Don't know the words, but it's about gravity. You can't pull me down. That'll do.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Hooray! I'm useful!
That's that's so perfect. No, where are you?
Yep.
Yeah, the wagon was destroyed because the horses just walked straight into the water when I wasn't pointing that way at all. I promise. Oh, I remember this place. Yeah. Things went down here. Least said about that. Because she doesn't seem like she was particularly with it. Ah, that made me jump.
God, I am such an idiot.
Yep.
To think that someone like me could ever compete with you in all your sublime beauty, everlasting, immortal.
Hello. The Great Michigan Pizza Funeral was a tongue-in-cheek event marking the closure of a beloved pizza place, complete with a mock funeral procession. Weird. Arthur Swift has dedicated his life to studying the history of humankind. He may not have been willing to see that end. Do you know, I honestly don't know. I don't know. What do we think? I don't know. Maybe it was just seam fabric for doll making. The foghorn from the boat. The perfume can help. Alright, so we're gonna make a fake elephant then, are we? Is that what we're gonna do? We need 4 orange, 3 green, 4 blue. This one's the first. Well, there's 4 blue. Oh wait, what's that? Does that add 1? Is that what that's saying? That swaps it from positive to negative. That adds 2 together. What does this do? Whoops. Whoops. Okay, yeah, that adds 1. I don't want to add 1 blue. I want 4 blue. So actually, what? I've got 2 of those, so I could just use that one. And that one. And then, so we want to add 1 to you. And we want to add 1 to you. And then we do a mixie of you. And a mixie of you. And a mixie of you. And ta-da! Yeah. Okay. So we need to go get the foghorn, the fabric.
This fabric will work.
Right. And then we need to go to the boat workshop. Oh, I can't fast travel out here. That's an annoyance, isn't it? Guess it counts as like being in a place. Okay, so then we want to go back here. And go to the boat place again. Foghorn. I was wondering why it let me keep looking at the foghorn. That was in the storage room, wasn't it? Yes.
It might fool an elephant.
I doubt
Mrs.
it.
Neely
but,
seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Neely won't misunderstand me.
Where's Mrs. Neely? I remember that name from somewhere. Knights Road, Trinity Way. In Scalado, Knights Road and Trinity Way. Yell if you see it. Knights Road, Trinity Way. Knights Road and Trinity Way. Here. So let's go here. I should remove this one because I'm done with that now. Gone the wrong way. Ooh. But you know what they say, all roads lead to Nini. There's Mrs. Nini. You Mrs.
Good day,
Nini?
madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Signor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found
Oh
the...
yes, that's where
Of
I know
course I
you
will help
from.
you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A
No.
little larger than your typical doll.
Can we make
Signore,
a
I
life-size
don't
elephant
understand.
doll, please?
Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, Signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all.
I want a
Tell me what
horny
you need.
female
I
life-size
need a
elephant.
life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Neely outdid herself with this one. Is that a tail?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's her masterpiece.
Well, let's not waste any time.
Alright, now where do we go? Coal gas shed in Gilden's yard to inflate it. Okay. Well, let's delete that. And we're going back here. Sprint, Holmes, sprint!
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange that. A doll with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So you're a marriage broker. Well,
What are we going to do when we find the elephant?
Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
Are we ready? I can't stand the tension.
We're ready. Let's call the elephant.
Oh, I can't. I just can't. What noise should she make? Let's go tempting.
How could anyone resist?
It's easy.
I knew a lady once who said just that.
Impatient? I like that. Here I am. What were your other two wishes? It's not a bad pickup line.
Too bad I'm not an elephant.
Salacious. If I told you that you had a nice trunk, would you hold it against me?
Take your time, Sherry.
Oh.
That deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
She's got eyeshadow and blusher. Look at her. Oh, and he's in love. No.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave it.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
Right then. Hello, you.
It injured itself while running through the forest.
Precise spot I've got to be on. Aha. So somebody did dart it.
A feathered fletching. There's something in the needle. This might be promising. The left tusk is larger and more worn. You're a left-tusked elephant. Peaceful and compliant, almost a gentleman.
Good for you, Goliath. Guess I can unpin that now. Right. So, we probably need to do a chemical analysis of this. -3, -4, 5. So, I could do that and swap it round, and I could do that and swap it round, and I could do... no, I want that to be a -4. So I could do that and add 1, and I could do... and then I want 5 blue. Ooh, and that and add 1. Cool beans. So, I want to swap you. Ooh. I want to swap you. Oh, I need to add one to you as well. So, add one to you. No, minus one from you. No? What? No, I don't want you to be minus, do I? How do I thingy? I just want you to go straight there. And then I want you... We don't need that one. Oh. Go away. We want you to be +1. -3, -4, 5. Yeah. And then we're gonna need 2 of these. Sha-whoop. 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 Strychnine. Enough to kill a human, but not enough to topple an elephant. It just aggravated him. Okay, so someone did cause it. But that doesn't help me, does it? Because it still could have been either of them. Was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death, and does it matter? It does matter. I don't know. Right, folks. Tell me if you disagree. I think Arthur is more likely to have done it. So I think maybe that. And that's because we don't have any other. We don't have any other explanation for the dude's banged elbow. I'm going with it. Arrest Arthur, free Goliath. Let Arthur go and execute Goliath. I'm not going to execute Goliath, am I? But is this what happened? Is this what happened? I don't know. I don't know how we know. How do we know? Why is Mind Palace still? Yeah, I need to go and rest. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's like real life, you know, you don't know if you're getting it right when you solve a case. Stuff doesn't get tied up in a nice fancy bow. I hope he confesses when I confront him.
Nice affordable clothes. Step right up.
Because I want to know if I'm right.
Stop, Lloyd.
You are guilty, Mr. Swift. Killing Theodore Gilden was a testing challenge. You succeeded.
What makes you think I'm somehow involved in Gilden's death? My partner's death, I might remind you.
You were at the crime scene.
You were there when Theodore Gilden died.
Nonsense. I visited him many times, but I wasn't there when the elephant killed him.
Then I must have made a mistake, because the murderer met Goliath's rage personally. The perpetrator was hit by the gate and thrown into the shed. Your bruise matches the contour of the broken hole. One further detail is that the murderer had a bosun's knife, fairly useful in a place where one might cut ropes and fabric, such as, I don't know, the dig site?
That's your interpretation of the facts, Mr. Holmes. You've simply aligned them to suit your hypothesis.
It's not a hypothesis once proven, it's theory, Mr. Swift. Your dart uses strychnine to kill rodents at the site, is that correct?
Well, yes, that is its purpose.
The same dart with strychnine was found on Goliath. The very same substance is a powerful stimulant. It causes convulsions, a flow of energy.
I don't know if I've got it right.
You shot Goliath. The elephant became extremely energetic, agitated, and so terrified that it killed its owner. For a man of your age, it was easier to hit a larger grey target than a small man.
You said it yourself. Goliath killed Theodore, and your strychnine speculations are absurd. Only athletes use it as a stimulant, not elephants.
True, but one dart of strychnine would not be enough to kill the elephant, and you knew it. Let me tell you a story. A man spends almost 5 years of his life locating an artifact. He puts every ounce of energy and money into his research. The same man even goes so far as to sign a contract with a ruthless man, a businessman. It was a risk, but the reward would be worth it. Years go by and there's still no result, so the businessman decides to end the man's research. He spits on the research, he promises to bury the site under an eccentric project. All of this is just his whim. Theodore Gilden could do anything he wanted with this place, and you were anxious about the fate of your research. You wished to protect it. You tried to tame Gilden's eccentricity, but you killed him instead.
Theodore wasn't trying to sabotage my career. We had a disagreement, but it wasn't as dire as you describe it. He wasn't a pleasure to talk to, but killing him? Nonsense.
I'm not executing Goliath. So my only option is to arrest Arthur.
Theodore Gilden was a capricious man, extremely impulsive. But the cold-blooded nature of your plan makes you even more dangerous. You feel nothing. You show no remorse. It was simply a calculated move. And that is why you are under arrest.
Nothing. You have nothing on me.
I think I'll let the police decide if my findings are substantial enough for prosecution.
This is all a dreadful mistake. This can't be happening. The elephant killed Theodore.
Goliath is innocent and he should be free. He is not the real murderer here. That is the apex of your career, Mr. Swift. Farewell.
I told you Mr. Swift was not a real archaeologist. He was a murderer. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Fortunately for us, being a murderer was not his profession. And about the elephant?
While you were busy, I've dealt with it. No thanks to you. I asked you to solve this wretched problem, but you didn't.
I couldn't be in two places at once, Miss Gilden. I was catching your father's murderer. But how have you dealt with it?
A man agreed to take the elephant away. He came to me asking for permission to relocate it to his property, and I accepted.
Well, congratulations, I suppose. That is one less problem.
Actually, two, Mr. Holmes. I found my father's possessions that you can take with you and disappear.
I appreciate it, truly.
Well, someone has to do something. Take everything if you need to, and leave me be.
Take care of yourself, Miss Gilden.
But did I get it right? What do you think, Vulcan? No, there was a man who had said he wanted the elephant earlier. That he could look after it better. You don't think we got it right? You think Paul did it? Or you think no one did it? My dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. Dialogue makes you think, yeah, see, I just don't know. I don't know. So either it's always ambiguous as to whether you got it right or not, or we're getting it right because it's not specifically telling us that we got it wrong. And I don't know which it is. I don't know if we got it right or not. I don't know. I want to know. Anyway, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. We share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Seeger and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I am not blind nor a hypocrite. I know that your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore, but I do not feel as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it is too late. Please see the enclosed necklace. You so thoroughly gifted in remembrance of our adventure together, I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can but apologise deeply. Yet my heart is with Seeger, who is still unaware of your desires. If this is the end of our friendship, I will understand, but I truly hope we can continue to share the conversations, collaborations and kindnesses that have brought me such joy all these years. Yours respectfully, Violet. Oh, that's his mum. Oh.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
Well, it was. No. We're remembering things.
I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manor.
Where is John? Don't know. Where's the manor? Don't know. What's happening? Don't know. This way. I don't think it tells me in here. Oh, hello. Pin that. No. Yeah, see, it just says I've made my decision. It doesn't say, like, well done, we got it right. I guess Sherlock Holmes doesn't know. All he can do is assume that he's right. Don't know. told you. This is my house. Oh, so hard to control when he's sprinting.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
Well,
And
you
I
should stop
envy
being
you.
imaginary.
You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
It's not that dull.
Well, I'm flattered.
This one I think is our bedroom, right? Yeah. Aha, is it that door? Is that a door or is it a curtain? It's a curtain! That's good. I'll go in there. Is it a downstairs door? Not that door. Not that one.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Where am I supposed to go? A key in a pocket, closing a door with a woman's silhouette behind it. Somewhere on the first floor and there's a mirror nearby. See, if that was actually pinned when I had pinned it.
This portrait was painted some time before my father's death.
Aha.
I would guess it's the only depiction of him that remains. Another one.
Yeah.
There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
So it's this. It's that door. But... Oh, hello. Ah, yeah. So, I
had a surprise for my mother. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. You had a shovel with you, John. I remember now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away. For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes.
Did you
Came from
tread on the
upstairs.
vase?
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
What's wrong with
Her
this?
things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the
Was it
need to
mental
sort through
illness,
it all.
maybe?
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
Oh, God. Have I got to...
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
Can anyone play chess? Right, so I need to checkmate. Hey Villa, how you doing? I think... So that won't help, because the pawn can take the bishop. So I think we do that. Is that checkmate then? No, it's not. Hang on. No. If we move the king, if we move the bishop there, then the castle has got the king in check. We're white. I think it's got to be that. Because then the castle's got the king in check. And if the king moves out of check, the pawn will get him. And if his... That's not a pawn, is it? That's a bishop. If his bishop takes my bishop, the castle can still get the king. So I think that's checkmate then.
Oh, nice move.
Yeah.
You saved the king and checkmated the black king with the rook.
Yeah, I did. Look at me remembering chess. It's a long while since I've played chess. Mr. Ziegler Morland Holmes, the renowned archaeologist, authenticator and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite a physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden end came as a severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by his wife Violet and two sons, Mycroft 16 and Sherlock 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W.E. Stanley. Thanks,
It's
Villa.
a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
Over the last few months, I have asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to consider trepanation. Eh.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here?
Did he
I hope
trepan
not.
her? Ooh. What is it? Oh, there.
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
I can analyse it, right?
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
I want to do an analyse on it. Oh, what is it?
No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
Observations of Mrs. Violet Holmes, Dr. Otto Richter. 19th of May, 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffered sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and a slight confusion of memories. Prescribed a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. Sedation has helped minimise anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. I knew it was a mental health thing. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened, and she has begun writing letters to the deceased husband as if he were alive. I prescribed 6 further drugs to balance the mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. I mean, filling her full of drugs. Like, I am very pro-drugs for mental health if that's what's right for you. Everyone has to do what's right for them. I take drugs for my mental health, prescribe drugs, and without them, I wouldn't function particularly well at all. However, she's on 7 drugs, and her symptoms only got worse after the first lot of drugs. So, potentially, the drugs might be making her worse in this case. The current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. The patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behaviour. I've now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that bars be installed on the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medications has been raised. I've prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions as well as some mild hallucinogens. Yeah. So she started off with sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. So she started off with basically an anxiety disorder. And she's ended up full of drugs, strapped to a bed with bars on the windows. Just saying. Kinda glad I didn't live back then.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
However, I do think that my mental health issues were caused by contraceptive I was on. So I wouldn't have had mental health issues back then. So I guess I would have been fine. Swings and roundabouts.
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognise her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868. This seems a bit odd. I can recognise my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869.
Yeah, she was full of drugs by that point, dude.
It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent.
It's the house you're in, dude.
There's no date at all.
It's not hard to tell what it's supposed to represent. Even I can tell, and I'm not Sherlock Holmes. Clearly, your mum needed someone to advocate for her against the doctor.
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't, does it? No. Mind you, I guess they were just doing the best they could at the time.
One dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children. Seems this was the most frequently used medication.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. Right. Well, no, I mean, they just didn't have the knowledge and they didn't have the drugs that we have now, so they were just doing the best they could. Although, having said that, once things were shown to be harmful, they didn't necessarily stop doing them. So, yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of doctors back then wanted to be seen to be doing something Because it's probably not good for your reputation to have people coming to you and you being like, yeah, I can't do anything. They'd probably rather do something than nothing. My gentle Seeger. Alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. I hope you're in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell they miss you, though as well you know Mycroft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we've relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Oh, good. Forever yours, Violet. February 1869. Yeah, so she was writing to him. Wasn't the sort of letter where it's like people might write to someone they know is dead, just, you know, like you'd write to a diary. It's definitely, she thinks he's still alive. It's all so sad.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Dude, you had one in the
Not
fountain
this one.
earlier.
Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Your poor mum, dude. I don't like that noise. Is that everything? Guess not. Ah, flowers.
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find on the island.
Oh. Right. Ooh, yes, I need to do some analysis of some things, don't I? Whoops. Yeah, let's do chemical analysis. 2 orange, 1 green, -4 blue. Okay, so we can do that and flip it. We can do that and subtract 1. And we can do that and subtract 1. And then mix them all together in a big pot to make some drugs for me. Hallucinogen derived from mushrooms. Yeah, that'll help her mental state. Ugh. Okay, but now what? What have I missed? Ah, painting.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object.
Hmm.
Oh, it brings back some memories.
Morning mania. What do you want me to pin? That one. Started remembering a chaotic morning together.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
My imaginary friend John. We brought tea. Still wearing my work clothes. Not me, him. I mean, me too, technically. I'm wearing the clothes I wore for work today, but I was working from home, so... I mean, I do every day. Like, not work from home, but keep my work clothes on all day. This is just hoodie and jeans. I don't know. But the tray's over here, right? Gonna sneeze. I sneezed. Oh, I don't know. Something heavy hit the painting, that we do know. And Mycroft got hit with it. But he didn't have the tray, because the tray's down there. So I think maybe that's what happened. And then... maybe on this one. That one. That? And she's got the tray. What do we think? There's too many trays around the place. For my liking. There's a tray there. There's a tray there. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, got it right.
Believe you, liars! Get away from me!
Oh.
It's not true. It's not real.
They said her husband was dead.
Oh. Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
Oh, he was protecting him. John was protecting
It was
Sherlock.
the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious, then hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him a liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shouts started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but mad.
Mad as a hatter.
God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened.
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Nope. You're imaginary. Don't listen to you.
It cannot wait.
Because I dressed him like a candy cane. I got a new outfit for him, so I put him in it.
That's pointless, Sherry. Today
It's
you will have
that
no control
or
over the return of
boring
these
outfit.
memories. It is all
Or,
triggered by your work elsewhere on Cordona.
ice cream seller
You must
outfit.
accept that this will have to wait. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
In the end, little has changed. My mother was still unwell, just not with tuberculosis.
Very true.
What I do not yet understand is why Mycroft lied about it. There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic soles. What is a sailor doing here?
Uh-oh! There's a sailor in my house. Hello, sailor.
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
Well, you found me. Greetings.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You could call me your new game. The rules are simple.
What have you got
I
in your
have
head?
something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is
Got
my
pink paint on
prize,
your
I
head,
suppose.
dude.
You're a fast learner, sir.
Pink paint in hair, painted recently. Even I spotted that. What else? What else? You're a mucky pup. But you're not a sailor. I think. Hiding something square shaped. Yeah, I think you're an artist disguised as a sailor, right? Yeah. Man dressed as a sailor came to my house, declaring that he was my new game. A drop of pink paint in his hair betrayed him as a man who was involved in the art sphere. His hands showed no sign of regular physical activity, no corns nor rough skin, which is at odds with his mariner's outfit. Few artists know my name, or where I live, so Vogel best fits the role of game master. Considering the tiny square-shaped object in the fake sailor's pocket, I deduced he was employed at Vogel's art gallery, and the real invitation for his visit was to pass me an invitation. I
cannot
reckon
believe
so.
that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you've no doubt already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition. Not only for the purpose of the contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend, Vivi. Oh, well, let's see. It is nearly time for adverts. So, let me just get rid of all these exclamation marks that annoy me. And then we can have a quick break and I will be back to investigate the art gallery. I guess. I'll see you in a few minutes. Woo! Don't, no. Oh. Am I wedged? God damn it. What? This time I'll try defying gravity. Maybe I'll try defying gravity. Don't know the words, but it's about gravity. You can't pull me down. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm in a horror game? Oh, that's why. Do you need me to... Should I leave you three alone? I'm not sure. Oh, wait! I think I did it. But ads want to play. Oh, no! Oh, shit. I mean, very, very much not.
You are the Antichrist. Put down the gun, Nathaniel. I shall dispatch you to your father in hell.
Yeah, that went well, didn't it?
He is the son of
well
Satan.
done.
He was sent to Earth to destroy us. For Christ's sakes, shoot!
Ah! Hello. Don't know what's happened to Frosty's chat summaries. Seems not to be doing them anymore for some reason. Anyway. Let's go look at an art gallery. Something there. Don't know where the art gallery is. Is that the art gallery? No. I don't know where the art gallery is. Does it say? Bazaar Road, Hermes Avenue, Old City. Okay. But I do want to go here first because I've spotted that there's an exclamation mark there and I want to know why. Yeah. Well, look, if you will hang around in front of the place I need to be.
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you.
Is it a kiss?
Mr. Holmes, I
see
see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing
did she hear me ask for a kiss?
For you. Tell me, are you interested?
Yeah, I'm interested.
I believe I am, but to be very clear, Miss Sertle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Please spare me the speculation. Return to the matter at hand.
A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Codona in their clammy grip. The British Empire can abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded. But this
Mycroft can
organization
blummin'
only
fan
falls
them
with the
himself then,
capture of
can't
their
he?
odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the eel's warehouses.
That all sounds a
But
bit
alas,
fighty, doesn't
we
it?
do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering, because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Ertl, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
How did she hear me ask for a kiss? He's not going to talk to anyone who's not in the gang. That all feels a bit... I don't think my brain's firing enough to... That sounds quite complicated. See, I can't even finish the sentence. Let's go to the art museum. It's in the old city. Where did it say it was? Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue. Yell if you see it. No, we're in the complete wrong part of the city, so you won't see it, will you? Ah, Bazaar Road, Hermes Avenue, yeah. So, we want to go to... here. Then we want to go this way. Run, Sherlock, run! Probably put our normal clothes on now, but... That's bothered. Right, then let's take this off the map, otherwise I'll get confused. It's located at the caravan square. So in here. I love a ticking clock. I was looking for a new clock, a new wall clock for my office that I'm in right now. And I want one that ticks like that. But they're all like
Mr.
shout about how they're
Holmes,
silent.
you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally
Or
vandalized.
locked room mystery.
I have no clue how it was possible.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
So the guy was in there. I say guy. They were in there and then left when he came in the morning?
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
I will indeed see what I see. Let's look at some art. Yellow Christ, Paul Gauguin. It is indeed yellow. Grave of a suicide victim, Wilhelm Kotlabinski. Pope Formosus and Stephen VI, Jean-Paul Lawrence. And this one doesn't get a title. Guardian Spirit of the Waters. Weird. Love and Pain, Edvard Munch. Luncheon on the Grass, Edouard Manet. You guys didn't think this
You
would be
sure
cultural,
you don't
did
like
you?
art, Sherry?
Origin of the world. Why would you put a plant in front of it so that you can't... Oh! Okay, I thought that was a head. That's not a head, is it? That's, yeah. Yeah. That's why you'd put a plant in front of that. The apparition, Gustave Moreau. Oh, and then we're back in here again. Okay. So how do we get to the place? Can I get through this door? No. The AC Swinburne room.
Back home, we've got a
Not yet.
taxidermist. He's going to have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
Enjoying yourself?
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
Right. And John's having fun. Ooh. Found a shovel. Can't. There we go. Zoom.
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
Oh. It's not an important shovel, guys. Don't worry about the shovel.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Interesting.
Closed with a metal bolt.
Did he get him down the chimney? Was it Santa Claus?
Footprints. Size 9.5.
I think Santa Claus did it, guys.
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
That's what you're for,
Leave
John.
my loneliness unbroken, John.
Or maybe someone was in the coffin. Maybe Santa came down the chimney and then got in the coffin with the skelly bones. Oh, there we go.
A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
Yeah, so Santa came down the chimney and then hid in the skelly bones coffin and then set the place on fire for reasons best known to himself.
Sodden and mould-ridden. One presumes deliberately. A Malpal butt.
Malpal. Not Pal Mal.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
Santa, I tell you. Whoops.
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
Is Santa ignorant? It's vibraty, so there's a reconstruction to do, but I'm still looking there.
The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests.
Ooh.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
If you say so, John. Right. Let's do this. So. Don't know what's going there, but we know that Santa Claus came down the chimney. But didn't move the shovel. Oh. Did he fake it? Huh. Ah, but the shovel might have fallen over. Well, that's interesting. Did he fake it? Don't think he did. But he didn't come down the stairs. He came down the stairs. Santa was in the thing. Santa burnt everything. Is that what we think? That's what I think. Watch me be completely wrong. What, the painting
The
of
intruder
Saturn
entered the
devouring his
basement
son?
through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the
was
noise.
right, it was
At the
Santa.
sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room, but the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Yeah, I got the brains. Very interested in that painting, aren't you, John? Hello.
The pieces are not what I expected. What do you think my collection is about?
What's it about? Could be any of those things, I guess. I'm gonna say decay.
Extravagant paintings have been left to rot in a basement. A commentary on decay and the crumbling of society, correct?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There was no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine.
I mean, that is true.
Besides,
the whole point of
what's
art
wrong
is it
with a
makes
lie
you
if it makes life
think,
more interesting?
And it kind of means
What's
whatever.
wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave
Whatever the
freely
viewer
and
sees in
rationally.
it.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But, Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Case was interesting.
Mr. Vogel, my investigation has revealed that the intrusion was not merely vandalism, but theft. The limping visitor left your place with a canvas.
That's very impressive.
This thief was familiar with the gallery, and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My. Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Well, let's go and find this guy then. Ah, that means we can research him, right? Because he's a prominent person. I think that's what that symbol means. So, how do we get out? So would it be here that I can maybe find where he lives? Where is the entrance? Is it over here? Right, he is a citizen in the now in Old City. Yeah, John's not happy that I'm trying to look him up. Is he in the newspaper then? Oh, am I supposed to just talk to people about him? I thought I was being clever. Reasons. Is he a celebrity? District Old City. Maybe he's done an interview? Aha! He has done an interview. Past week has brought a so-called scandal, a new scandal regarding the local so-called artistic higher society. It all began at the painting sellout, named by local artists as the Dance of Decadence. The director of the publishing house, The Lion, Darren Terwick, broke the idyll by throwing a chair at decadent artist Boniface Mercurio. As Mr. Terwick said later, he did it because Mr. Mercurio brought dishonour to his name. The column writer graciously reminds the reader that recently Mr. Mercurio was spotted with Mrs. Terwick at a coffee shop. Ooh! Afterwards, an orchestra conductor, Kurt Gallagher, smashed a painting across Mr. Terwick's head to protect his friend Mercurio. A large brawl started, including a large number of customers. After a protracted fight, the police arrived. All the high society brawlers were arrested and placed under guard for a week. What a breathtaking event it was! As your loyal personal advisor, I suggest that you obtain a souvenir from the sellout. Unfortunately, it has since ended, but Boniface Mercurio himself invites our readers to visit his home and purchase one of his paintings. You will find it at the address Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street in the Old City. Hermes Avenue, Scarlet Street, Olive Street. Hermes Avenue, Scarlet Street, Olive Street. Turns out I was being clever, I just went to the wrong place. Tum tum tum. Tum 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 tum. Dum dum dum. Aha. There we go. And where? Here? Aha.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, Mum. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at...
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Okay, does that mean I have to dress up like a resident? Yeah. Okay. So, I need to dress up like a resident of this area. So do I need to look a bit like her? I don't have any, like, local clothes. I need to go shopping. There's a clothes shop there. Let's see what they've got. What is it?
Don't pass by. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Yes, please. Right, what do we think will make me look like I live there? That? Or that? That might make me look like a local, right? Well. No, maybe that, because that's what the artist was wearing, right? I'm going to buy them both just to... Oh, hello. I'm going to buy them both just in case. And then... maybe I'll buy a fez just for... What the hell? Leave me alone, Mum. I'm going to have a fez because fezzes are cool. I don't need a mask. I could have a goatee. Just for fun. Artist bristles, yes.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Right. Now, what if I... let's put that on. Let's take the hat off. And we've got the stubble. Let's see if that works. Because now we look like him. Right? Oh, maybe I need the messy hair as well. Let's see if this will do it. I could just run there from here, couldn't I? This way, is it? No. Yes. What do we reckon? Will this get me in? Hello, I'm an artist.
No, visitors. Loud.
Have I got enough money to get the hair as well? Oh, there's so much running to make to be in this game.
Don't pass by. Welcome.
I'll buy some
Let's
hair.
pick something that suits you. A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Now I look like him.
Oriental rugs.
Don't pass by. Welcome.
It's lucky, isn't it, that the lost again. No. That the stall nearby just happened to have a dress up as a local famous artist.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah, old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake, how many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago, and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Okay, well. Yeah, and I know where my flat is, obviously. This way, isn't it? Yep. Yes. I know what number my flat is, clearly. It's this. No, it's not. No, it's not that one. I was just testing. It's this one. Oh. Oh. Well, this is awkward. We're both dressed the same. Also, dude, you're wearing the same thing as you're wearing in your photo in the paper. Awkward. Oh well.
Red skin, tails on the back, reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
Did he steal his own painting?
The chest has been searched. Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here. I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
From a fancy camera shop, probably.
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching.
I mean, you can.
It appears the wine was truly awful. The blood has dried.
Okay.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
You right up there, John? Enjoying yourself?
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Slit. I hadn't noticed that. I'm such a good detective.
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
Someone try to...
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
You're judging the firmness of his chest muscles. Because now's not the time.
A normal kitchen knife. Could be the murder weapon. The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Oops.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Okay, so what happened? Don't think I know. I mean, someone came in and murdered him and searched the place, I guess. Oh, but was he already dead when the searching happened? I suppose is the thing. I feel like he was. But then... there, he's not dead. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's him doing it to himself. I mean, potentially. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Guys, what happened? Is that right?
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in.
It is right.
Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat.
Wine blindness.
When the thief came to his senses, he saw
affliction.
Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late.
That's what he was
Why
doing
did
on the floor.
Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
Curiouser and curiouser. Link those together. The visitor didn't want to kill Mercurio. Mercurio's murder wasn't the thief's goal. No, can't link anything else. Okay. Well, now what? We're not done here.
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
Oh, okay. Time for more chemistry, guys. Right, want 2 orange, -6 green, 5 blue. So we want that -1. Oh, ×2 as well. That -1. That -1. Nope, not you. Oh. You. How do I delete you? Hold on. You. Sure, whoop. And then you +1. Swoop. Mix them all up in a big old pot. Then we will see what have we got. I've erased the blood by using chemicals. It's still life painting of Mercurio's room. Okay. What's that tell us?
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
No, it doesn't.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Okay. And here? So, oh. So something's missing from here. Is that what I'm supposed to notice?
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
I mean, even like the mess on the floor is there, so that's different.
If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here.
And then what else is different?
Nothing behind it. Nothing behind it.
Okay. Where's the skull?
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
Aha! Found it!
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
That's a good way of doing it, so we don't have to look at a depiction of that. Okay, so that's the abuser. That's the abused. And then we need to stay in character. We can do that. Please, John. Hello, Mrs. Landlady. Good news.
What's
I'm not
wrong,
dead.
dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, I'm not dead. No. Who entered my flat recently?
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man.
I am talking about that limping man.
I was scared.
He murdered me.
And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Okay, call the police.
Can I ask a favour?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat, and don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
I'm dead.
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
John's happy. Cool. And on that note, I think that's
Sherry,
where I'm going
that was
to end
close.
the day.
But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
Nope. Not. Oh. Apparently, yes. Okay. Well. Anyway. That feels like a good stopping place to me. So, is there anyone around for raiding? Is the question. There's loads of people around for raiding. Let's go see what Fridge is up to doing Talos Principle. Wait, I should check how long they've been streaming for, shouldn't I? I should be sensible about this for once in my life. You've not been streaming for too long. You're on a break though, but that's fine. Let's go there. Let's go see Jetpack Paul. And we can put a raid message in if Frosty's gonna play ball. If Frosty's gonna play ball. No, Frosty. Frosty's not gonna play ball. Alright, no raid message. Anyway, I will, yeah, Jetpack Paul's still on a break, but we'll head over there anyway. And I will see you next